Hi friends, how are you? Today's our topic, how to run a three-phase induction motor with single-phase supply. We have a three-phase motor and we are going to run this one with a single-phase supply. Okay? There are three methods available for that. The first method is static phase converter method or phase shifting method or rewinding method. Normally, when three-phase power gives to an induction motor, then 120-degree apart magnetic field, that means a time varying magnetic field would be produced, and due to that a rotation would be produced on the motor. But in single phase, a pulsating magnetic field would be produced, and due to that no torque would be produced. That means there would be no rotation. So in single phase we use a starting winding to create the phase shift, and due to that the rotation would be started on the single phase induction motor, and we would use capacitor or inductor also for to make this phase shift. And in this method, that means in the static phase converter method, we use capacitor to the phase shifting, that means to shift the winding. Actually there is a need of one capacitor for this phase shifting, but in some cases we use two capacitors also, one for the starting capacitor and the second for the running capacitor. And the starting capacitor is always 4 to 5 times greater than the running capacitor. And after the starting of the motor, the starting capacitor could be disconnected from the circuit. Then there would be always the running capacitor in the circuit. And we use this method only in a star connected motor. And we have a diagram here, and we have a starting capacitor here, and it is the running capacitor. But there are some limitations of this method. In this method, because I already told you our motor is in star connected, so this motor runs in a reduced capacity of 2/3. That means it is only have a capacity of 2/3 of its full capacity, and we could use this method only for the temporary purpose. And in this method the loading is always in only two phases, and due to that the life of the motor would be reduced. And the second method is the VFD method, variable frequency drive method. We use the variable frequency drive for to convert single phase to the three phase. Here we give an input single phase to the VFD, and the VFD converts this single phase into DC, that is direct current, and then this direct current supply would be converted into three-phase power, three-phase AC. That means the DC again converted into AC back, but it is three-phase. And in this method the frequency of the power also could be adjusted. That is the benefit of this one. And other advantages of this method are we could start in a smooth way of our motor, and also the performance of the motor would be high, and in this case the inrush current would be very low, and also its cost is very less than the rotary phase converter method. This rotary phase converter method is another method which we are using for the running a three-phase motor with single phase power, that I am going to explain in the next session. Here the third method is the rotary phase converter method. Here we have a diagram like this. We have a single phase supply and it is our rotary phase converter, and with the help of this one we would get a three-phase output UVW. Okay, but the problem of this one is it is expensive method, even though its performance is higher. But I could say the widely used method is the VFD method, because I already told you its cost is less than the rotary phase converter method. I hope you got a better understanding about the three methods. If you want to have more deep information like this, please visit my channel and subscribe it. Thanks for watching.